All right, welcome to the Orange Media Network football recap after the Oregon State-Utah football game. Utah winning 19-14 in Research Stadium. I'm Josh Worden, joined by Brian Rathbone and Brenden Slaughter. We're just getting main impressions of this game, starting with you, Brenden, after the 5-point loss to Utah today.
Yeah, it's for more than anything, Josh. It's just a little disappointing, I guess, would be the way to say it, because the Beavers had a really good defensive game plan. I thought they put themselves in a position to win. They had a bend, don't break mentality. They only, Brian O'Gwebu said in the post-game press conference, like 19 points isn't good enough. In most games in the Pac-12, you hold a team to 19 points, you're in a really good chance to win the game. And the thing that it comes back to, Oregon State's anemic offense, and that offense, Darrell Garretson looked really bad throwing the football. Connor Blount only threw like once or twice before he got hurt, looked really bad. It'd be real interesting to see what this passing offense can do under Marcus McMaryion, because if I had to put my thumb on it, I think it's going to be his offense for at least a foreseeable future.
When McMaryion had that touchdown pass in the fourth quarter to Hunter Jarman, that ended a streak of 155 consecutive passes without a touchdown. No word yet on the injuries to Garretson and Blount as far as the severity or when they'll be back, but same question to you, Brian, impressions and what you took away from this Utah game for Oregon State.
I mean, Brenden touched on a lot of good things. Defense played really well, really bowed up when they got deep into Oregon State territory. The offense was not great, but I'm going to look to the special teams who did not play very well. Nick Prebsky, who could arguably be named the team's MVP, thus far had a couple pretty poor punts, 2 missed field goals. Gary Anderson said afterward, like one of the last things he said in his press conference was, don't look at the kicker at those, look at the snapper. And then obviously the snap that launched over Prebsky's head and ended up in a safety. So you take those 8 points, that's 8 points that they left on the board, and where they lose by 5. Yep. Yeah, so that's as far as you need to look right there.
All right, there it is. So Utah winning this game 19-14. OSU now 1-2 in the Pac-12 after that overtime victory last week. The Orange Media Network crew will be in Seattle this upcoming Saturday for the Oregon State-Washington game up at Husky Stadium. You can watch the Orange Media Network football preview and recap from Seattle, as well as the entire play-by-play on the radio on kbvr.com/listen. For Brian Rathbone and Brenden Slaughter, I'm Josh Worden. Thanks for watching the Orange Media Network football recap.